semifinal number 1 between Fractal and Andy. Let us get it started. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. K9 watching Tetris, thank you so much for the 321 bits. You know, I'm so sorry to do this to you, K9 watching Tetris, but I have reset the gifted subs leaderboard at the top of the Twitch stream to be monthly instead of all time. I think people maybe, well, K9 watching Tetris mentioned to me, they felt like, oh, well, maybe some people might feel like they're shut out and they can never get to the top of the leaderboard. So, like, you know what? I'm gonna give other people an opportunity to shine. And so there it is. I don't know if anyone's ever gonna catch K9 watching Tetris. Why are the colors different, says Galizer? Well, players are playing at home with their own hardware. And there could be a difference depending on what console, whether it's the original console or a clone console. And the capture method and device can introduce some difference in colors as well. So good question, Galizer. $163 for Fractal, $139 for Andy. Holy mackerel, Scott Gray with the 10,000 bits. Scott Gray, you are crazy. Thank you so much for the support. You have no idea how much we appreciate the help. And Peyton giving out 3 subs to the community. Thank you so much, Peyton. You know, if we ever want to go pro with this thing, we're going to have to figure out how to do something other than depend on the kindness of strangers. But for now, that's all we depend on. Everything really comes from the community. So thank you so much. 236 Fractal, 255 from Pixel Andy. Marathon Bench says, I've never seen 10,000 bits before. Amazing. Yeah, thank you so much, Scott Gray. Andy with a Spire in the middle of the stack, up early. Maybe something going on with this seed because Fractal was up high too, but both players able to bring this down. Andy waiting on a J piece or a long bar for that left side. Roman Mitz, thank you for the $10 contribution to the Matcherino prize pool. Rubik's QB with the tier 1 sub, 11 months. Thank you so much. And M. Frerk gifting a tier 1 sub to Galaxy Biscuit. So a flurry of activity here. Thank you so much. There is Tetris being played, by the way. And Andy has 314. There you go. I don't know if Doc Pie's watching, but 314. 331 for Fractal. And Andy with a whole mess right there. Not exactly sure what he's going to do to try to deal with it. But he's just going to, he's going to burn the roof off. Now, I would have tried to just like fling a few pieces in there, but he's just going to work it away from the top, which is probably the more rational, insane thing to do. Marathon Bench, thank you so much for the Prime resub, saying it's free, I might as well. And that is definitely some good logic. An anonymous gifter has gifted a tier 1 sub to Wumbo. Rubik's QB cheering 2,000 bits and Oath Og cheering 100 bits. So thank you so much. 406 for Fractal, 371. I'm always shocked by the outpouring of support we get during our master streams. It's great, but you know, we got to figure something. I mean, we can't support everything by you guys and your generosity. I mean, I wish we could. $476 for Fractal, $422 for Andy. K9 Watching Tetris has given out 18 gift subs to the community. Tillbacks, Box Meal, Dancing Longbar, Jensen Mills, Benji, Laser Monkey, Evie, Queese, Cutie Spiky, Yellow Pigeons, Penguin Friend Forever, NYC Reaching. 545 here for Fractal, 13 lines away from the transition. 468 for Andy with a dirty Tetris. Dioris 99, Muck Berber, Crazily Crazy 29, Thirsty Jacobo, Policy Changes, and RG Vem. Thanks. Thank K9 Watching Tetris for your gift sub. And Schrodinger's Dog, 100 bits. And I know YouTube right now, like, can he just ignore? Why can't he talk about the Tetris instead of interacting with people buying gift subs? And like, no, I cannot do that. These people are contributing good money. 615 here on 19 for Fractal. It's 541 into 19 for Andy. So Fractal up by about 70,000 points or so, 80,000 points. Peyton with the sub, thank you so much. To Marl. Tetris Fractal 668. There's one for Andy, 592. There's still about a 76,000 point difference. Fractal still clean. Andy with a little bit of cleanup to do. That's true. If you want to make YouTube mad, Twitch people, then you just got to keep contributing. And I'll never talk about the Tetris. That's it. You control YouTube super hard by continuing. But don't do that. Don't let Vandy manipulate you that way. All right, 775 for Fractal, 675 for Andy, 100,000 point difference. Pretty close in lines. Andy get a Tetris into level 22, 702. Fractal trying to keep this well open. It is not a Tetris well, but just wants to clear it away fairly efficiently and does so. Peyton is gifted a tier 1 sub to YouTube. Literally the user called YouTube. Thank you so much, Peyton. Tetris for Andy, 787. Setting up the Vits, the delayed Vits for Andy. Let's see if Andy is punished. No, gets the long bar. Gonna have to take a burn. And now we're getting droughted. He's gonna end up having to take a triple anyway. And a Tetris there for Andy, 828, back by actually Andy finally ahead for the first time. Scott Gray has given out 20 gift subs. Oh my God, Scott Gray, you're crazy. Thank you so much, Scott Gray, for 20 subs. I'll try to get a few of these in. Tattle, oh my God, Tattle, thank you. Stars, Hydrant Dude, Daywolf's Minty, Benny's Maximus, Pataclama, Ecart, K-Ham, Cranchin, A35, Bunny Boing, Bisante, Mystical, Dead Meme, Berg Troll, Lavalon, Felix, 49, Zarina Harris. Thank you so much. And thank Scott Gray for gifting you a sub. We're in level 27 now. Mel, thanks for the sub. You guys are just crazy. I mean, I have to mention you. There's nothing worse than contributing to a channel and not being recognized. A32 for Fractal, A03 for Andy. T doesn't get all the way to the left. It's going to complicate things a little bit. Going to use a long bar to actually get the Tetris. Sometimes you see players build out the left, but nope, going to take that Tetris, which will help build out the left. A39, Andy, B06 Fractal, separated by 2 or 4 lines. Tetris for Andy into 29. A79 transition for Andy, and here we go. Fractal into 29. He's at B78. So Fractal ahead by about 90,000 points. Bejulin, thanks for the sub. And Andy temporarily set up for a Tetris there. And he's going to be set up for the Tetris. Going to clear that away with the T and get the Tetris. B45 for Andy. Now remember, there is a level 39 kill screen. So players do not have unlimited chase down potential. B91 here for Andy after another Tetris. And Andy going for Tetris is so dangerous. And another Tetris for Andy into the lead here on level 32. Fractal gonna uncover And on a Tetris for Fractal to retake the lead. C75 for Fractal. C45 for Andy. Triple down the right side for Fractal. C89. Andy setting up. There's a Tetris column 2 for Andy. C96 back into the lead on level 34. Andy's board in need of some attention here. We'll need to bring this down. It is neck and neck. They are separated by about 3,000 or 4,000 points. Fractal is set up for the Tetris. Getting a little bit droughted. Long bar over to the right for Fractal. Oh, and I think he's going to be able to burn out of this. A long bar would be so helpful for Fractal right now. D51, but Andy's already ahead and gets a Tetris to add on anyway. So Fractal with the 1.35. Andy was already there when Fractal topped out. And Andy will get the point. See if Andy going for maybe the rollover here. I mean, super aggressive Tetris here on level 22 on the kill screen. There's F11 for Andy. Andy just like casually looking across the room like, hey, what's up? You know, during 29, whatever. Going for it. There's a Tetris for Andy. And there we are, the level 39. Andy's going to get one line into it. Tops out here with the F65. Let us go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, we got some roommate meta on one side. Maybe we have some brother meta on the other side. I don't know. All right, there's an adjustment for Andy to start us off. Neither player with a Tetris, but there we go. Fractal with the Tetris. All right, there we go. Andy with Tetris number 3, 69,000 through 13 lines. Fractal getting done with a little bit of cleanup. And Tetris for Fractal, 79,000. All right, there's an adjustment for Andy. Just last second, just winging that long bar all the way to the left. You guys are all so generous. That's crazy. I mean, I can't even get over it. All right, Tetris for Andy, 163, 125 for Fractal. Fractal setting up with that long bar in column 9. I almost never do it, because I'm not really good enough to consistently make sure I can get a piece over there. I'm always like, all right, build out the left, build out the left. All right, kind of a simul Tetris there. 217 Fractal, 232 for Andy. Tetris for both. And set up again. So, you know, we're stacking. We're stacking, boys. Tetris for Andy, 278. Fractal keeping right up with him. Tetris is on this level worth 22,800 points. All right, tuck there for Andy. Fractal's column 8 getting up a little bit high, able to sling a long bar over to the right, bring it down with a Tetris. And there's another Tetris, but it's now cleanup time for Fractal. Oh, and he's going to like early tuck that T, but he should be able to fling. What did I call that? The fling tuck or whatever? I don't know what I called that the other day, but able to fling that T in there. And Tetris for Fractal. So 337 for him, 334 for Andy. And super close. A couple of Tetris's quick ones there for Andy, 386. The fling tuck is what I think I called it. That's right. Oh, look at these adjustments from Fractal. Seeing this stuff at the last possible moment and the skill to execute. You know, sometimes when I'm playing, I see this stuff and I'm like, oh, man, I really should have put that there. But I don't have the speed or the skill or the brain to execute, but Fractal does. All right, Andy getting up a little bit high, though, able to get a Tetris over to bring the stack down. And Andy just going to take triple. And there's Dirty Tetris for Fractal, 417, back by about 70,000 points from Andy. Still a little bit of burning to do. That's right, micro adjustment. I don't think I've said micro adjustment since Tristop told me not to. Although, you know, to be fair, some adjustments look like macro adjustments. You know, I think maybe what micro adjustment is meant to capture is like just moving it like one column to the left or something like that, where I always, you know, there seem to be bigger adjustments where I see like, oh, there's somewhere I can put the piece that's like way over across the board, or, you know, I have to spin it multiple times to get it in place. And then there's ones that don't take that much to do, right? So I don't know. I could see where someone would think that there's such a thing, but they're all just adjustments. All right, Andy, 627 here on level 19. Bang Tetris, 651. He's got that interesting T-spin kind of setup there. And he's just going to attack it by throwing some pieces in there and try to burn it away. Not going to do any crazy fling tuck with a T. And there we go. That was, see, that's that thing from Andy. Like a little kind, almost like a micro adjustment. Like just one button to adjust that T and get the burn, right? So you can see where people would think that there's such a thing. All right, Tetris for Fractal and another one, 630. There's one for Andy, so they're both on level 21, separated by about 3 lines and now no lines, and just about a Tetris apart. Well, Barrett says Jonas called them micro adjustments, right? So, oh, you better take this up with Tristop then. Maybe, you know, even Aristotle was wrong on some things, and it took later philosophers like Tristop to correct them. 716 for Fractal, 801 for Andy. Yeah, Plato in no way corrected anything. $750 for Fractal. Plato got almost nothing right. All right, Tetris for Fractal, 810. Tetris for Andy, 896. And another Tetris for Fractal. We're into level 25. Andy is ahead by about 100 and, well, a little less than 100, about 80,000 points now. All right, Tetris, Fractal, 942. Andy's got the max out on 26. Sometimes when Andy's in a match, you're like, Andy's got the max out, and it's like, oh, am I referring to the other player? No, I'm referring to Andy, not and he's got the max out. A70 for Andy. So I always have to watch that when I'm casting. Tricks of the trade. Andy has the 1.1 with 7 lines to go until 29. So 100,000 points is substantial when you're facing a level 39 super kill screen. And Andy is into 29 at B5 or B55. Fractal A45, but 110,000 point lead, and here they go. Fractal taking some more passive lines here. And Fractal's board kind of breaking down, and he's going to top out at A54. And Andy is good and takes game 2 for a 2-0 lead. I mean, Andy looking very strong right now. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, there's an adjustment for Andy. Very nice. All right, Tetris for both. 45,000 Fractal, 46,000 for Andy, and players are setting up for and getting Tetrises. It is early. By the way, if another way to support Classic Tetris Monthly and get yourself a little piece of history, use the stickers command in the chat, or if you are on YouTube, go into the description. Hopefully there will be a link to our sticker drive, and you can go ahead and get 6 cool stickers, Classic Tetris Monthly themed. There's a couple of bears, there's a couple of other ones. And our first batch is getting mailed out tomorrow. And we're about 40% of the way sold through. I'm not sure that I'll make this batch again, but we will have a different batch every 3 or 4 months. So if you want to collect the entire set and leave them to your grandchildren, because who knows what they'll be worth someday. Go ahead and act now. 212 here for Fractal, 189 for Andy. Both players getting up high on the board. I mean, yeah, they're like NFTs except real and not annoying. And I have written a custom handwritten note for every order so far. My hand kind of hurts, but I'm committed to doing it. Although some people, I don't know who they are, so I don't even know what I'm writing there, but just general pleasantries. All right, Tetris for Fractal. I can see the underlying technology for NFTs having some uses, but generating random pictures of monkeys or whatever, like, I don't know. 373 Fractal, 353 for Andy. Like, I don't know. I could see, like, if you want to play Magic the Gathering or something. I don't play it, but I have a friend who's like really into it. And I could see, like, you know, if you wanted to have like digital cards or something like that, where there's a provenance where you could see where they come from and, you know, who owns them and the chain of ownership and all that kind of stuff. I could see that. All right, Andy going dirty there, center well. What are my favorite board games? Yeah, I don't know. I like, what do I like? Yeah, no, all the ones that people like. Well, not people, but, you know, like, I don't know. What have I been playing lately? Well, we haven't played a lot of games lately. Seven Wonders I like. Catan is okay, but you know, I never want to play it. Like everyone's like, oh, should we play Catan? And it's like, you know what I mean? But I do like playing it once we kind of get it set up. Splendor, Jaipur for like, for if you want to play like 2-player game. Code Names, Point Salad. I got a lot of them. For Sale I really love. It's like a card game. And what's that other one that I like? I don't know. There's a bunch of them. $5.39 for Fractal, $4.55 for Andy. Scrabble? Yeah, I mean, I have in the past. Tetris for Andy, Tetris for Fractal. 608 for Fractal with 12 lines to go for the 19 transition, but going to end up having to take some burns. And Andy getting up high. Players experiencing this drought in very different ways. And there we go. Tetris at the bottom for Andy. And it seems like Fractal's score has not really gone up in the last 10 lines. And 621 transition for Fractal, 582 for Andy. Oh, I did love backgammon when I was a kid, but the fact that you can, I mean, you can't, there's a lot of games that are just like solved. And, you know, there are solvers for them that you can, like, you can't play them online because there's just somebody with a solver open for backgammon. Same, you know, like even games that are just like stupid games like Yahtzee, you know, there's like solvers that will tell you the exact value of every move. And so you can't play because people are just, oh no, Fractal in trouble. Gets the long bar, can't get the long bar over to the right. It's going to top out at 681 on level 21. And Andy, just less than 50,000 point chase down. Not a good situation here for Fractal. Andy, plenty of time. Oh no. So Andy, yeah, just going into check down mode here, just taking the easy route, not doing anything crazy. Will take the burns. Keep it a nice low stack. And if the long bar comes, yeah, see Andy needs the 682. And there is the Tetris 684. So Andy is good and has swept through Fractal into the finals. So GG's Andy and GG's Fractal. Fractal gonna remove the sticky whatever thing on his knee, gonna go reevaluate his lotion situation. Andy will make it into the finals. So GG's everybody. Hope to see Fractal back again. And Fractal, of course, will take home a third and fourth place prize, which is, you know, hopefully it's worth his time. So there you go. It's the Artiaga Revenge Tour, sweeping through Fractal, sweeping through Eric ICX, trying to get to the end, and then let the brothers chop up the world for themselves. All right, we're going to take a moment. I'll set up the next match. Those of you who are not subscribed will be watching an ad, and the rest of you can watch all the jank stuff happen. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.